Wonderful afternoon, perfect conditions. They're set to go, they're off and they're racing. Even line away. Dropping straight to the back, Major Flirt along with Shooters. Bambino Chino won the start from Call Me Frosty. Eternal Wine got out of the gates very quickly and is right up there in the Bunsen burner early. Down on the inside, travelling there in fourth placing is WATTO'S Mark soon after the start. Then 2 lengths behind them, Written Words. The pace has been clapped on. Hamizu getting back into the field. Champagne Victory, Major Flirt. And back there at the tail end of the field is Shooters. At the 400 metre mark, Bambino Chino with a slender lead from Call Me Frosty, being stalked by Eternal Wine, who's cruising around the outside. Coming after these leaders, back inside of them is WATTO'S Mark, and a good margin back to Written Words, who's trying to make ground. Call Me Frosty hit the front from Eternal Wine. Over on the inside, here's WATTO'S Mark getting a beautiful inside run. WATTO'S Mark right up against the rail, put pay to them, and WATTO'S Mark comes away to win emphatically from Call Me Frosty. Written Words, Eternal Wine with every chance. In behind them, Hamizu. Over on the outside, then Major Flirt with a gap in the field. Champagne Victory, Shooters next in, and dropping out to finish near the tail, the pacemaker, Bambino Chino. WATTO'S Mark's the winner of the opening event for the day for young trainer Mac Hall. The Sapedo gelding, ridden by Kesh Duran, drew the inside stall, was able to hover up right there in the furnace and then got the rails run. Call Me Frosty reaching the lead on straightening for Nottle, but WATTO'S Mark coming off the back of an encouraging first up effort in Bunbury and has gone right on with it here at second career run, and to win pulling away from Call Me Frosty, Written Words, and No Excuses, Eternal Wine, after getting a beautiful ride from Sean O'Donnell from an outside gate. The winner for CJ Johnson, Mrs. M. Grant, Mrs. S.K. Watson by Sapedo from Elisaro, a daughter of Not a Single Doubt, trained by Mac Hall, and good luck to them too. They had something on this. It was $13 into $8.50 in the markets, and they fancied this 3-year-old here at just his second career run. Proving too good for Call Me Frosty with another minor placing. That's now 4 from 5. The Snippet Sun True Storm gelding for trainer Luke Fernie, ridden by Holly Nottle, and Written Words by Winning Rupert from Chitta. Pat Carberry, the rider for Mitch Pateman, filling in third place. Margins and other details to come after the Glenroy Chaff Plate. Race 2 at 150, the Magic Millions Plate. The 2-year-old's running over 1,200 metres, and no changes to come there in the next. In the meantime, let's go back downstairs and catch up with Lockie Taylor. This was a really good result for young Mac Hall. They fancied the horse. They put their money where their mouth was, and he was beautifully ridden by Kesh Duran to open up his account today at just career start number 2.
What a way to start the day for Mac Hall, and what a start to the day for the punters tuning in at home. You had to have something on WATTO'S Mark after Mac Hall declared him pre-race, and Mac, $14 looks good after that.
Yeah, absolutely, Locke. I couldn't believe it when it came up $14 after his debut run, so we had to take some of that.
Talk us through the way that he was able to take a sit here this afternoon at the top of the straight. He looked like he was almost going to be an unlucky horse. He was travelling that well.
He was, yeah. I thought that could happen. I mean, Bambino Chino goes really quick, but I did expect it to probably get a little weary. So I said to Cash, just if you find a gap, he will explode, but you just really need to try and look for a bit of space. So he was lucky enough that he got the gap, and the horse did the rest.
Have yourself and Keshaw always felt that he would belong on a Saturday in time? Obviously, this is only his second start, and he's already won on a Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. We did think he'd make the grade. I've only had the horse this prep, so yeah, I've got to say thanks to the owners for sending him my way. Georgia and Corey, they've been really good and let me do my thing, and I'm rapt to get a result for him.
Where to next for a horse like him?
There's a couple of options. Like, we'll just see how he comes through this. Yeah, he's a really laid-back customer, so he doesn't really give you an indication when he's on or when he's off. So we'll have a think about it. But he's a really nice horse, and I really thought if he was trained by one of the big stables, he probably starts one of the favourites today. So yeah, it was a good win.
A great result for the team. Well done.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
There's Mac Hall after the win of WATTO'S Mark, and you love to see that. He scripted the race perfectly in the lead up to this event, Scotty. He didn't feel like he'd have the speed to match a horse like Bambino Chino in the early stages, so Keshaw Duran just elected to hand up, take the trail, and as I said to Mac at the top of the straight, he was going to be the unlucky runner if he wasn't going to get out at the 300-metre mark, but once the gap did come, he found the line very, very nicely.
Yeah, exactly right, Lockie. As I said this morning on our preview, I'm a little bit filthy on myself that I didn't tip this horse on top in the end. I went the soft option and just popped him in there for second because the fence at Bunbury that day was just not the place to be. By the end of the day, there were both a couple of riders that made comment of it in their post-race assessments, just noting that you wanted to get away from the inside, so there was plenty of reviews to be done. You had to be a follower of this horse, having been run down by two-time Charlie, who got a nice rap too that day from trainer SJ Miller, and we'll see him on Wednesday, so looking forward to seeing that form line again here. But Keshaw joins us now. Kesh, he was very good on debut and he goes better today.
Yeah, first start he was probably a little bit green. It's probably when I hit him front last start, he was like a little bit green. Probably he don't know what he's doing, but he's very smart horse and he's pretty good horse when I trial it. And I said to Mac, he's pretty very, very good horse. Just need a little bit more time. And when he switch on, he will be very, very good horse and a city horse. And
you were going to need a little bit of luck on straightening today?
Yeah, Max said to me, like, if he jump really good, just probably lead or something, but probably two horses, one of Fernie's and one of Lisa, probably have his speed, but just work it out how he jump, and then like I'm pretty happy like if you sit box it and just let him happy where he's happy, and then just find some gap and clear run and let him finish off.
Not only for the horse to come out and win today, that's obviously very good for the connections and for you and for Mac, but it's also good for him for the experience just to be able to sit behind them as well.
Oh, for sure, like it's good experience for the horse, and Mac always a good support of mine, and thanks to everyone, the owners and Mac and all the team.
Great ride, well done.
Thank you very much.
There's Keshaw Duran. He combines with Mac Hall and a nice 3-year-old on the rise in WATTO'S Mark to take out race 1 here at Ascot.